Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to try something a little different. I normally do Jenga block crafts and I thought I'd do something a little different today. Now if you see the head, it's like a shape of a cow. Now I've seen these cut out in wood and I don't know if DT on the American side sells them or not. I've never seen them in our Dollar Trees, but I wanted to do a cow head. I saw the head and I thought it'd be super cool for something a little bit different. Since I did the barn, the Jenga block barn, I thought, oh, you know what? Now I need a cow head for my kitchen. So I just looked at a picture and just I can't draw. I'm like a stick man person. I just looked at a picture of a cow and a cow head, and this is the shape that I came out. So as you can see, there's a bunch of lines here that I did was just kind of like penciling it in and then racing, and I've done that a million times, as you can see. But this is, I think, the design that I came with. Now, if you know where you can get those cow heads cut out the woods, please comment and let me know where, so maybe other crafters that want to look and don't want to draw one on. I am going to cut the outline. I would never use scissors on the white foam board from DT or any dollar store that you get, only for the fact that it doesn't cut well because there's foam in between. I do have two X-Acto knives from Dollar Tree, and basically is just going through. Sometimes you have to go over a couple times. I like to do it lightly at first and keep shaping it all the way around. I'm gonna get this cut out now and then we'll move on to the next step. Now that I have it cut out, I made just some lines here, kind of just the design. On the inner part along the edge right here, I am just gonna paint some DT black paint along the sides. All right, now that I have it painted, I think it turned out really well. Like I said, guys, take your time when you're drawing it and putting the lines. I'm not by any means a great drawer. Like I said, I'm like more of a stick person, but I'm really super pleased how it turned out. You can just see a little bit of the edges there from the foam board, and that's going to be normal. I did along the sides, so you wouldn't see the edging white. Now I'm going to add some fur, so you can keep it simple like this, but I'm going to just add some fun fur. I have fun fur yarn. I have it from Dollarama, and this is my favorite fur. It's pretty cheap. Now I have the black and the white, so I am going to do the black here. I am just going to opt out on the black on the nose here for the moment because I want to try a couple things with that. But I am just going to hot glue some fur all the way around on the black and the white minus the black part of the nose. Now that I have all the fur on, I'm thinking it's looking pretty good so far. We're going to do the nose. I left this little spot open and I contemplated on a few different things, using felt, what color I want to do, but I did want to stick with black. You can do any color you want. You can use the felt. I just took two Jenga blocks. It reminded me of the Jenga block cow that I did last year. And I did use two pieces. Now, I used a drill, and I've showed it in one of my other videos, which can be your best friend, especially if you're working with a lot of blocks and with any crafting really. It's just my Dremel drill. And if you don't have one of those, you don't need one of those either. You could use a nail file from DT. You're not going to get a lot of shape. You'd have to use, you have to do it pretty hard to go all the way around. Now, you can just round it out. Like I said, it's really up to you. The Jenga block cow that I did, I actually just put some, I think I painted it on the nostrils. This one, I actually just used a drill bit on my drill, and I just drilled a hole. I just wanted to try something a little different. It's going to fit in right there. I am going to paint it black, and then I am just going to fix the white fur because it is a little bit too small, and so I want to fit in the fur part right there. Now for the eyes, I used DT came out with these big gems. Only seen them once, and I only bought a pack. I wish I bought more. I have little seashells because I bought this last year. It was in with my nautical stuff, and I just used glass marbles. Now, I use spray paint, semi-gloss paint, but you can use acrylic paint if you want. I like using spray paint because it's much easier to do. So I did spray paint them. I just did on the sides. I didn't go, or on the top, I didn't go all the way around the sides because you're not going to see them. And they are going to go here, right below the ear. But I do want to add a bandana. Now, the thing with the bandana, and I played around, I'm going to move this stuff here for a sec. Now, you could put flowers, you can put maybe a big sunflower, really depends on what, or greens, really depends on what look you're looking for. You can leave it plain. Now, DT has these bandanas that come in two. I wanted to have the red incorporated to make it a little bit more pop, and I'm just going to move this a second here. Now, I have it cut, and I'm going to show you here. I have a piece cut out of it already, but that's not a big deal, and I might just trim it a little bit longer, but I don't want to go any smaller than the corners. And you're just going to roll it. And I'm just going to try to do this. I'm just going to keep rolling it till you get all the way, almost all the way down. I'm thinking a sunflower would look good. I'm going to have to wait and see. Let's see. Then I'm just going to leave this little part where this design, it's not even here, but then you're going to grab it and you're going to put it here, but it's not going to hang here. I'm just going to try to use my body to hold this. Then you're going to flip it as you're holding it. This side's going to come around this side. And this is when those clips would come in handy. Like that. I'm going to make sure it's even. Then I'm going to tie it. I think I glue this material down first on the sides, like this. I want to make sure this stays. Something like this. And then you're going to hot glue I'm going to stick this right under. It's going to be a bit more solid, and it's going to be pulled up more. I'm going to make sure the sides go upwards, and then having the little, I don't know, I had more last time that it came out more, that's why I don't know why I think I needed to roll it just a little bit more. But you get what I'm saying. So once you have that, which will look better once it's on, you're gonna have the eyes. And you can just hot glue this up if it's a little bit too low, and I'm finding a little bit too low. Hot glue it like that. You can just hot glue that up like that. And there's the little nose. Now the eyes, just so they're not so round, I just used some fun fur that I was using on here. And I think I'm just gonna put just a little bit. I'm not trying to make it look like he has big eyebrows, but just so his eyes don't look so round, and it just evens them off a little bit, and just like that. Super cute. I'm gonna get this painted and that glued on, and then we're gonna move on to the backing. I think it turned out really cute. I really like it. As you go along, I suggest gluing the top part, and as you're folding it around, glue a little bit at a time, flip it over just to make sure that you have it set. As you can see that it's a lot longer on top here than I thought. It was shorter at one point, and I just made sure that I just did it as tight as possible and glued the sides back going up forward. I think it turned out really well. So I did want to make a tag for the ear. Now I had these tags that I got from DT. I've used them for place settings and Christmas balls on the table at Christmas time. So I just drew, I guess it's almost like a little cutting board, but a little bit shorter. And I just took my Cricut, printed Hey Y'all, added a little jute rope bow. But I didn't want it to go through the hole only because I found it would be more bulky once I attach it to the cow. So I just left it as is, and I will just hot glue that onto the one ear. So now I'm going to show you, I'm going to use this board. I got this at another dollar store. It's 14 inches by 14 inches wood frame. And I'm going to use this one. You can also use paint sticks as well. Maybe you can stack them together and then do it like the extra on the end. I'm just going to use this one. I am just going to use some chestnut brown to put the cow head on. Now that this is painted and it has dried overnight, I think it turned out really well. I would like it a little bit darker, but I only have one that's really dark and I didn't want it too dark, but otherwise it's fine for now. Now, you can get these wall shelves at DT. You could also, if you don't have any wood, you don't want to use Jenga, you could just use maybe 3 of these. Also, you probably could use 2 of the ones that I did with the piano when I glued the shelves, the one with the metal folding arms on them. You could use that as a backboard as well. I'm just gonna flip it over, just some nautical rope from DT. I am just gonna put it right here. I'm not gonna make it too long. I had extras in the drawer that I didn't use. It's not a heavy board, so I'm not worried about drilling it or putting any in, and just hot gluing it down really good. I did open it up a bit so it can get some hold on there. And I'm just gonna do that. Now once that's dried, we just flip it over. It will have a nice hook. It'll have that that nice look to it with the rustic, and I wanted to incorporate jute rope in here anyway. So once you have that, we can put this one on, and I am just gonna hot glue it down. I'm just gonna center it and hot glue it down. All right, guys, so this is what he looks like done. Everything's glued on. Super cute. I would have showed you on my wall, but I have to now rearrange stuff on my wall so I can accommodate them somewhere in my kitchen. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I do want to let you know that next week there'll be no tutorial. There'll be one the week after, and it'll be later in the weekend. I am going down south for some holidays for March break. So there'll be nothing till after the 17th. I know I get a lot of messages when I'm going to be posting the next tutorial, but I will be working right up until I leave on another craft, and it will be Jenga blocks. Happy crafting, and we'll see you guys after the 17th. Bye.